Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome here. This is a special called meeting of the Hood County Election Commission. And today is Tuesday, August the 18th, 2020 at 2 p.m. We're here in the Hood County Justice Center, the Century Jury Room at 1200 West Pearl Street, Granbury, Texas. So I am now calling this meeting to order. The first order of business is to accept the resignation of Cricket Miller, who turned in her resignation as the elections administrator, and we, of course, have accepted that, and she has taken a new position. So do I hear a formal motion to accept her resignation?
So moved.
Okay. Motion's been made by David Fisher, who is the chairman of the Republican Party here of Hood County, to accept her resignation. Do I hear a second?
Second.
I got 4 seconds here, but we'll accept Andrea Ferguson's. Everybody knows her in the county as Andy for a long time. So motion has been made and second to accept the resignation. Any discussion? If not, I call for the vote. All those in favor to accept the resignation of Cricket Miller, say aye. Aye. All opposed, say nay. Motion carries 5-0. Okay, the next order of business is to discuss and take appropriate action regarding the election administrator salary and job requirements. Well, first of all, the salary is up to the Commissioner's Court. And what we're going to do is we have got 7 applicants for the administrator's position, and that's what?
I'm sorry, do you want to discuss the duties of the election administrator?
Well, yeah, we're going to discuss the duties of them, but what I was just going to say, we have 7 of them that we're going to interview in executive session, but I'm going to have the county clerk, Ms. Katie Lang here, give us the requirements of the job duties that she's volunteered for.
Okay. The duties of the administrator generally, the county elections administrator shall perform the duties and functions of the voter registrar, duties and functions placed on the county clerk by this code, duties and functions relating to the election that are placed on the county clerk by statutes outside this code, subject to section 31.004, and duties and functions placed on the administrator under section 31.00 or 044. The eligibility to be eligible for appointment as county elections administrator, a person must be a qualified voter of the state, and that is the only requirement. And there you go.
Okay. I think we have some, first of all, I'd like to say that this position does garner a lot of opinions, and I've got a lot of letters about this position, all for advising me and asking me to use my good judicial temperament to do this, and some downright threatening about it. So anyway, I think we do have some good applicants, and I think everybody here has a good, strong character, which is what I'm really interested in, somebody that's going to be fair, impartial, do the job correctly, because I don't want any lawsuits against Hood County in this going to be a turbulent election year. I think everybody recognizes that. I don't know how it's going to come in, mail-in ballots, what, all this other stuff. It's going to have to be somebody that's going to have to be really on their toes, really knows what they're going to be doing to keep us out of any kind of a lawsuit. I really, really mean that. You know, all you need is $500 and you can get some lawyer. The lawyers get a bad name, but you know what I mean back there, Jody, don't you? And so what you want You don't want any lawsuits up here. That cost us a bunch of money to be right away. So We want somebody that's going to be fair, impartial, honest, knows the code, knows what to do. So I think with that, the only thing we have to do is convene into executive session and review all the resumes that we have gotten in this regard. So right now, I'm going to convene into executive session right now at 2:05 PM. Okay. It is now 5:30, and I am reconvening this back into a special meeting.
Judge, I'd like to make a motion
Okay.
to appoint Zach Maxwell.
Okay, a motion has been made to appoint Zach Maxwell as the elections commissioner. Do I hear a second?
Second.
And a second, motion's been made by Katie Lang, the elections county
County clerk.
clerk, and second by David Fisher, who is the Republican chair. All those in favor of Zach Maxwell, say aye.
Aye.
Okay? The motion fails because it is 2 out of 5. The court will entertain another motion. Is there any other motion?
I'd like to make a motion to appoint Zach Maxwell since there were no other motions.
Well, I'll let Zach. Who's running this thing up here?
I don't know how to do this. I've never done this before,
Yeah,
so.
This is not a personality contest for me up here. This is something that I feel very strongly about. I'm going to make a motion. Make a motion that we appoint Michelle Carew as the election administrator.
A second?
Okay, County Judge Ron Maskins made a motion to appoint Michelle Carew, second by Adrian Martin, the Democratic chair.
A third.
Huh? You did? Mm-hmm. You didn't second?
I seconded.
Oh,
A third.
you thirded. Okay, and we thirded by the,
That's right.
all those in favor of appointing Michelle Carew as the elections administrator, say aye.
Aye.
Nay.
All those opposed, say nay.
Nay.
Okay. The yeas have it 3-2. Michelle Carew is just for everybody's sake here, has been an elections administrator for the last 5 years in Aransas Court, or Aransas County, and 6 years as an assistant elections in Aransas Court. She is a native of Weatherford, Texas, and she has all of the experience. To be wanting to come up here and do this, she is the president of the, what is it called, the Texas Election Commission Association, Texas Association of Elections Administrators. She's the president of a statewide organization, and I just feel like that her qualifications were just above anything that we really did need, and that's why I do it. I'm sorry that Zach Maxwell last out here, if it was a personality. This is a fine young man that I think is going places. I don't think that he would be an election administrator for more than a year or two because he's ambitious and he's going places. And I would like somebody that stayed here that is really going to stay here and do a job like Melissa Welbert has done in human resources up here, and that Jennifer Langdon has done at the library and everybody. So I want somebody that does that. I don't like this public type of stuff where you have to do this, it disappoints somebody, but that's just the way it is, so
Can I say something?
you can say something, of
Thank you.
course.
Yes, I do not think that this is a person or a popular vote by personality. That's not my intent. I was for Zach Maxwell because, as he said in his interview, that elections is a big part of his life. It has been since he was in college, and I took him very seriously as a very serious contender. And knowing him and his work ethic, he's got a very strong work ethic. I don't think he'd just be here for a year or two. I think he would make it his career. And so I just wanted to point that out.
Okay, well, that's my difference in the deal. I think this guy is very intelligent and very hardworking and very ambitious, and I like him personally, and I think he'll be successful in whatever he does, and I wish him well. But I think that in this situation here, that we need somebody that has the experience, and this is all that this lady has ever done. So, anyway, does anybody else wish to make a statement? Mr. Fisher, Ms. Martin?
I just thank everybody that applied. We had some really good applicants, and it was hard to decide.
Yes,
Yes.
yes, it
Yes,
was.
it really was. Everybody here, it's like I said, it's, I wish we could do more than this.
I agree.
You agree?
I agree. There was a
It was a
lot
very
of
difficult.
great applicants,
It's,
and
It's
some
really
very entertaining.
and it's a very thankless job to do something like this, because I'm sure that people are going to be out there and they're going to be critical and they're going to criticize and everything else, but that's all you can do is do the best that we think that we're doing for the county. And I respect everybody on this committee. Everybody asked intelligent questions. Everybody that applied, I think, really genuinely would have eventually done a great job, but I think that we needed somebody with real good experience right now. And that's all I can say. So anyway, this meeting is now adjourned.